Hello everybody, today I'm going to tell you the cars in Jailbreak that are going up in value and going down in value. I'm hosting a Blackbeard giveaway at 1.5k subs. We're basically like less than 50 away, and it would mean a lot if you subscribed. I'm doing better and better giveaways as we get more subs. Just like, subscribe, and comment down our user below to be entered. Anyway, let's get right into the video. Bloxy. The Bloxy was the Season 11 grand prize and is like the Revox when it comes to stats. It also kind of looks like the Revox. The Bloxy has more value because it's rare. The demand is decent and it's very stable. Same with the Wedge. If you had to pick a card to trade for that's 2.5 million, there's a wide range, like a really wide range. But the Bloxy and Wedge are your best options with their decent demand and stable value. If you want a different 2.5 million vehicle, it's okay to trade for it. It just has a lower likelihood to rise and is more likely to fall, especially the next car we're going to talk about. Jackrabbit. The Jackrabbit is a mid car with mid stats. The car is stable at 2.5 million. There are many cars valued 2.5 million, but this would be probably one of the worst options to trade for. It has a low balancing issue, meaning the game thinks its value the same as a Roadster, making it really hard to trade away. This car is pretty stable where it is, but it's hard to trade it away once you trade it for it. Just it has the same issue with the tiny toy. Shell Classic. The Shell Classic is very unstable. I probably would say it's probably one of the most unstable cars, but we have not gotten to the most unstable one. Anyway, the Shell Classic went from 1.5 million to 5 million to 2 million. I have no idea what's happening with this car since Jailbreak changelogs had the car labeled manipulated. Like, what the heck does that mean? Are you like admitting you're manipulating the values, or does it mean like I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments if you know what it actually means. If the Shell Classic keeps repeating at this rise and fall pattern, you could trade for it at its lowest, when it's usually 1.5 million to 2 million, and trade it away towards the highest, which is usually around 3.5 million to 5 million. And if you use this card to grow your inventory, you better be quick, because this card rises and falls within days. So if you really want to take advantage of the Shell Classic's value, you gotta be someone who spends 3 hours a day or something in Jailbreak trading, and you gotta be really devoted to the game. I'm devoted. One thing to tell you how insane this is, and as a devoted Jailbreak player, I would not do this because it's very quick. It gets very quick for me too. The Iceborn. The Iceborn is locked at 3 million in value. Its stats are good, it looks decent, and it's a pretty cool car. The rarity is what's keeping the car low in value. So many people got last Christmas, and it was insane. There's a possibility this car will rise. The avalanche effects are annoying for many since it feels like a winter car. Well, December's coming up in a month, and this car has potential to rise with it. If you want to take a risk, trade for this car now during the fall season, so when winter comes, everyone has OP offers for you. Like, example, like if you just, it's when it's winter, everyone's going to want the Iceborn because it has those cool avalanche effects. It's pretty cool, and you could probably easily take advantage of this. Katana. The Katana fell 500k in value a few days ago. Everyone told me that those Katana for Orion trades in my Katana video, which you can watch, were pretty bad. They probably were, I will admit. But now, with the Katana falling in value, it's good I got rid of mine. The Katana is on a steady fall and will probably lose more value and demand as the days go on. Once it is lowest, though, if you give equal offers or maybe underpay for their Katanas, then wait till they rise in the future after they're rare. And then you can just get value. Poseidon. I cannot tell you what happened with the Prooseidon. I could never have predicted this dramatic rise. I have 3 theories, though. 1. The value is manipulated to help the value website owners. Like, that is possible. 2. Someone tried to hoard all of the Poseidons and they became scarce, which meant their value rose. Or 3. The richest player that got banned had a lot of Poseidons. Like you heard, I don't know, I've heard it around there on like social media and stuff that I don't know if it was like X or Reddit or YouTube, I don't know, but apparently they're one of the richest jailbreak players with a worth of trading ended up getting banned, which is one of the problems, and he must have owned half of the Shell Classics. And the same thing could have happened with the Poseidon. But whatever it is, the Poseidon is dropping like insane. And if you have it, trade it away. The value will most likely drop very low, then rise a bit to stabilize, just like the wedge. It went from 5 million, then it went down to 1.5 million, and then it stabilized at around 2.5 million. You could trade for this car when it reaches its lowest, but as of now, stay away from this car. The Orion. I don't know, I thought that intro would be cool. The Orion is my second favorite vehicle in the entire game. The reason why I say that is that the stats are great and it looks amazing. The Orion is locked in the 3 to 4 million range. I know as a fact it will rise. I can relate the Orion to the Aperture. The Aperture was at 2.5 million for who knows how long. Then it just rose to stabilize at 7.5 million, which is crazy. Basically tripling its value. The Orion will rise someday when more people with Orion leave and new players join, or if there's people who hog all of them, like me, the value will rise in the long run. If you were a trader that is not too active in the trade world, kind of like me, I grind a little more, but you still want slow profit, also like me, the Orion is the car for you. Volt 4x4. The Volt 4x4 is bad. Its demand is very low, and nobody wants it in trading. Otherwise, it's a cool car. The value's probably going to stay low, and I would avoid this car. Same with the crew capsule. The crew capsule was the car added in Season 2. It's the spawnable flying vehicle and pretty underrated, in my opinion. Many say it's hard to control, and just like the Volt 4x4, this vehicle's demand is low, but I could see it rise like the Poseidon, due to the few copies in existence. Trading for this car is like a gamble. It could rise, but it probably will fall. The Power 1. The Power 1 has been rising massively, then falling slightly. It has been a pattern ever since it rose to 12 million. If you guys watched my first car trading video, the one that got me 200 subs, I predicted this. The P1's value is not stable, but it's at a very recognizable pattern. It goes up like 5 million, then goes down like 2 to 3 million. That is the pattern I've been observing for months. Wait till the P1 reaches its lowest and stabilizes. Then you trade for it and watch result. That's basically, it's the P1 method, I call it, because it's a special method where when you see the P1 at low demand, then you decide to trade for it. Maybe try giving underpay since it's low demand or equal value. And then when it's at really high demand, you can trade away and people will be willing to give you so much. I've learned from experience. Next up, we got the high tier cars. I decided to put these in their own tab because Torp, Javelin, Beignet, Celsior, and Proto, these cars are top tier. Many dream to obtain some of these cars and trade for them. But in trading, many have a choice. They can either trade up for these rich cars or stay for low cars. From experience, it is really hard to actually get decent offers with these things, having most of the server unable to afford your stuff. That's why many people lowball rich players, so rich players don't think you're... Because I know I have a lot of rich players that are my subscribers, but for you rich players, don't take it personal when someone tries giving you maybe an Orion or maybe Blackbeard for your torpedo or javelin. They're just like they lowball people. Nothing personal. It's just nobody can really afford your stuff unless you're also rich. Comment down below though if someone has tried lowballing you for your stuff. I've had many people trying to get my Power 1 for their hyper level 1s. It's kind of funny. Having these cards are good for grinding and quote unquote beating the game, but I would stick with a bunch of Orions instead of a few jabs. I feel 50 million is the max Jailbreak inflation, and I don't see the Torp going any higher. Though I could actually imagine it going higher, and then I get spammed with comments being like, bro, You got it wrong. The Javelin's at 60 million and rising. Well, if it's getting manipulated, that's obviously going to happen. But I always believe in like a shorter range of car values. I think a car going from seasonals 1 million to 50 million, it's too much. It's too much in my opinion. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching today's video. I'm hosting a Blackbeard giveaway at 1.5k subs. Just like, subscribe, and comment down your user below to be entered. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye!